Welcome back, peeps, to Mind Over Matter, and I am here with a collective holiday haul. And some of these items are classroom items, and so I'm going to walk you through them. Some of the treats that I have out here are for two different classrooms, one for my neighbor teacher and one for myself, and I'm going to surprise the class with some treats from Santa, and I will put it in a box wrapped from the North Pole, and inside will be 18 individually wrapped treats and also some silver bells. So let's get to this haul. Okay, so for my students and for my neighbor teacher's students, I bought these really cute pencils. These are by Christmas House, and it's the Dollar Tree brand, but they've got some cute little designs. You've got the little snowmen, and you've got the little gifts, and then you've got snowmen over here. Oh my gosh, so cute. And this little reindeer down there, and then the sparkly red. So I got 3 packs, and that's enough for 2 classrooms. I have 18 students, and my teacher neighbor has 18 students. And then I have these cute little erasers. This is a 12 count. You've got a Santa and a gift and a reindeer and just all these cute little Christmas items. And so each student will get a Christmas pencil, a Christmas eraser, and then they will also get a chocolatey covered marshmallow Santa. And these are so good. My daughter loves these. We put them in the freezer, and it's better than ice cream. I mean, it's just so yummy, and they're just marshmallow and chocolatey. It's so good. And then, of course, we have the silver bells that are right here. They are a 9 count of silver bells, and I love these because if you go to any fabric store or any other store, this is going to run you at least $5, and you get these at the Dollar Tree. And really, you know, the students will hold on to it for a little while, and then you really don't know where it'll end up. But you know, for $1, for 9, that's amazing. And so I've already taken care of my class, and so I picked up these for my neighbor class. So it'll be kind of like a gift from our class to theirs. And then we have some candy canes. I bought these specifically for my students who come and work with me individually. I have a group of 7. So I got them these little treats, cherry flavored candy canes, as a happy holidays, and I hope you have a great break. So I got those for them. And then I bought these. These are not from the Dollar Tree. I actually picked these up at Walmart. They're 47 cents a spool. And it is it's by the company Reuben. And it is actually by the company Offray, sorry. And the color is like a ruby. And there are, let's see. We've got about 10 yards of ribbon here. So I picked up 4. I picked up this simple kind, and then I picked up these with the little, I don't know if you could see them, but they've got the little loops on the end, and they didn't have 2 more in this kind, so I just picked up 2 more in this. And these will actually be threaded through the silver bell. You can see the top of the bell right here. You can thread it right through, and I make it kind of wrist size for the students to wear. I used to make it as a necklace, but it would get undone and they would need to have it retied, and it's just a big mess. So I make it small enough so that it'll fit in a small little box, and I'll wrap it in red tissue paper, and I throw some glitter in there, and then I wrap the box like it came from the North Pole, and the kids just go crazy. Sometimes I put the box with the silver bells and the treats in the freezer and then pull it out so that when they do see the box and they pick it up, it's freezing cold. So it's just a little added touch for that North Pole excitement. All right, so coming over here, I'm going to talk to you about these. I picked up these 2 packs of extra gum because we have a field trip that's coming up right after the holiday break. So literally when we get back, we have a field trip that Friday. So I put together what's called boo-boo bags, or buddy bags, or boo-boo bags for the parent. And I put in some hand sanitizer. And here's the hand sanitizer, 3 for a bag. And I have 6 chaperones that are going. So I have 6 of these hand sanitizers, which is really great because you get a bonus. Usually they only come in 2. And it's with vitamin E and aloe. And it's by the Assured Company. And it's lemon scented. So I'm going to put this into a Ziploc bag along with this, and I'll tell you about this in just a minute. I also put Band-Aids in the Ziploc bag. I put the itinerary in the Ziploc bag. Not a word search, a photo opportunity search, kind of like a photo hunt. And so they go around the entire park and they take pictures with their chaperone, which is really neat. And they're basically competing against each other. So the ones who have the most pictures get an amazing prize. And I usually go into the gift store and I pick up a few prizes for them. So if they're the winning team, they get a prize from the gift shop, which is, just a little added touch. All right, so going back to the extra gum, I actually create a card, which is about as big as this, that says, thank you for taking the extra time to be our chaperone. And it's just a little added touch, and I put that also into the Ziploc bag. And then I give it to the chaperones, and they have a pen in there, and the itinerary, and just our schedule, and the map of the park, and they love it, and it's very organized. And I also throw in some tissues, and I throw in some Band-Aids. You just never know. And they have all that ready, so they don't have to run over to the clinic if they need anything. It's all there readily available. Okay, so I picked up some more bubble gum. Of course, you guys know how I am with my bubble gum. Love, love, love bubble gum. Picked up that. Showed you these already. Showed you the candy canes. Okay, in the back, we have these markers. And normally, Dollar Tree won't have markers unless it's during the back-to-school sales. So it's very rare to find them, especially with this many colors. Now, I did bump into maybe an 8-pack the other day, but it was in a really weird place. So I picked up 5 of these, and I have 5 groups in my classroom. And my students tend to get, not bored, but they just need something else to, I don't know, dress up their work. And when it calls for markers, then I'll say, okay, go ahead and use markers. For now, they only have highlighters and crayons and colored pencils. And I figured, with the holiday celebrations coming up, this would be a nice little added touch for their group caddies. So I got those. So if you haven't seen those videos from the beginning of the summer when I hauled a bunch of stuff for my classroom, I'll link it in this description box below so you can check out those caddies that I have in my classroom. All right, so moving on. I promised my students that I was going to fill the treasure box with brand new items because I have not been very good about keeping up with my treasure box. So I did pick up some really cute party favors, and this is the cheapest way to go. So I got 6 of these little Velcro-y ball game thingies. I don't know if you can see the little balls in there. And then we've got this little, it's like a ring, and it has a ball, and they can just throw it up in the air, and then when they throw it up, they have to catch it. And the little ball is covered in felt, and then the Velcro piece that catches the felt is over here. So I thought that was pretty neat. I picked up 4 of these cool glasses. Remind me of the Kanye West glasses, and the boys, I'm sure, will just dive right in for those. I picked up 6 of these cute little holiday the disco balls, and they're necklaces. And I figured, even though they're Christmas colors, I'll throw them in there. They may not pick them out for treasure box this week or the week when we get back, but it doesn't matter. They love cool stuff like that. So I picked up these diamond rings, and they're huge. My girls will be all over these. So I'm just kind of testing out what it is that they like and they don't like. So the next time I go back to the Dollar Tree and I go into the party section, I'm able to pull out things that they really enjoy and really want more of versus getting more stuff that is just going to keep on piling up in my treasure box and they're not taking out of there. So then I picked up these cute rings, and I think that this is kind of, it says princess party, but I think my boys would really love stuff like these spiky little rings. They've got one pink one in here, but the rest are kind of, unisex colors. So I'm sure they'd enjoy those. And then this one I loved because I have one in my classroom. I have a huge hand clapper in my classroom for my kids to get their attention. And I just thought that was hilarious. So if they pick these out, they're going to love it. Miss Presley, now I'm just like you. So, and then I've got my party favors that are also Christmassy, but it's not really. It's got like a little snowman. Let's see if I can pull it out here. A little holiday snowman, but the rest of them are blank. Oh, actually, this one has a penguin. So I figured this looks like one of those yo-yo frisbee things that we used to play with when I was a kid, at least. So I picked those up and see if they like those. So I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gosh, I got carried away, 7 new things for the treasure box. So let's see how they do. All right, back here, I was able to get this. This is something that's being hauled a lot with the Dollar Tree items with other YouTubers, and I wanted to get my hands on it, and every time I went into the Dollar Tree, it was not there. My sister got some, and it's amazing. And it is the oatmeal lotion, and it's completely daily moisturizing lotion. I got 2 bottles, so this one's not the one that's open. The other one is in my bathroom. And this is just an amazing, soft, very smooth lotion, and it's very comparable to Aveeno. So I picked up 2 bottles because they go so fast that I didn't want to miss out and then need some and then not have it on hand. All right, coming down to the wire, I picked up some tags because I plan to do some holiday cupcakes for my teacher team, and I'm going to use these tags to put on their gifts. I picked up some treat bags for my students, and this is going to be for my neighbor students. And then these are for my team. I'm going to put cupcakes in a clear Dixie cup that I've baked. So I just put it down in the middle, and I put the cupcake in the cup, and then I bring it down into this, and then I wrap it, and then I add this really amazing ribbon. And this is, you know, if you are ever in a bind and you can't find ribbon that will be perfect to wrap gifts like in little bags like this, I picked up these. So leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know, what are your favorite holiday treats? Are there a few things that are so special that you make every year? Let me know. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.